Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Darksiders. This is your host, Leading Man.
And I am the Ikari Warrior.
Wow, you got a raspy voice there.
I have been coughing a lot. I'm recovering from a cold.
That's good. Or bad.
It's good I'm recovering. I felt like doing a flip once I started feeling better, like we just saw.
This is really screwed up, by the way. I forgot that this is how the video starts.
It's pretty hilarious. Whee! I like that sweet flip animation.
So, it's been like a week. I guess let's see if we can recap what's happened. I believe we got the second beam, if I'm remembering everything correctly.
No, I thought we were on our way to the second beam.
No, I think this is the third one. Yeah, see, there's only one.
Okay.
We're on our way to the second beam, and we are... I'm going the wrong way entirely, for no reason. Oh, I know why, because I need the key.
Yes.
So, the whole... At this point, I'd actually been through a little bit of this. I'd gone off, upgraded a tiny bit, and I'd seen this area, but I had not actually solved this area, so it doesn't really spoil anything, because... This section is just ridiculously hard to understand.
It is incredibly abstract. It's one of those put the controller down in frustration moments for me.
Yeah, and if I wasn't recording the game for the internet, I might have done that.
Well, I mean, just for the day. And then, you know, I asked my friends who already beat the game, hey, how do I get past this ridiculous part?
Yeah.
And then I did that.
So... The big thing here is that... One second. Okay. The big thing here is that you're at this point, you basically don't know what you're doing. You're kind of flying a little bit blind. We have pretty much no instruction aside from that. If you go up top, you'll see that there is a door that requires a key that we have no idea where the key is at. And it's not really telegraphed very well either. There's all sorts of little puzzle elements here. But they're a little difficult to sort of deal with.
Yeah, they love to have fun with the whole rotating portal on a pillar thing.
No kidding.
In this dungeon.
I don't know what I'm doing. Frustration.
Go for broke. Or don't.
Just try to see if any of these abilities will actually work through that thing, but they don't. But yeah, unfortunately you do have to put a charge portal there or else you're not going to be able to get across. And that means waiting. Good old-fashioned waiting. There we go.
Yeah, I mean half of these puzzles is just watching the pieces how they work.
Yeah, it's especially in this area where you're really required to think so on the fly, I guess. With all these pieces and various portals and spatial reasoning, it just gets a little ridiculous. Here I remembered that I could actually do this because this part actually had me caught for a little while. If you really don't use the abyssal chain to grapple things much, aside from that one fight in Silitha's lair, so it's a little difficult to know exactly what you're supposed to do here.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head if that was something that I picked up on instantly. It's something that you wouldn't pick up on if you don't have the abyssal chain equipped on ready at hand.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I tried blowing it up, hoping it would do something.
I think that was the first thing I tried, and when it did nothing, I was like, alright, I guess I have to go get it.
So, if you've noticed, while the little pillar thing rotates around, we have there is a bombable section there as well, and that's what I'm sort of going for right now. It does take a little bit of timing. There we go.
But it don't take
one
much.
soul.
One soul for your efforts, sir.
And here we go. And this gives us a treasure chest, and inside is another piece of the abyssal armor.
Do 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 do.
Anyway, so we're actually done with most of this puzzle. Should be able to just jump through. Oh! That was lucky. Anyway, we're done with this puzzle. We should be able to go through to that pillar I raised and go see what that's all about. And not so lucky. Wow, they started me all the way over here.
Yeah, that's
Mean.
that's kind of bizarre, actually. Nice shot.
Alright, wait till it stops. There we go. So as you can see, the centerpiece has raised. On top of it was a little portal thing. I don't know if you noticed it while there was rock on it, but it does sort of require you to remember at least a little bit of investigation.
Well, as it was raising up, they kept it pretty centered on the camera.
Oh, good. And we do a little bit more portaling. And then I realize that's definitely not going to work.
Yeah. I don't even understand why they have a charged portal option. It's almost... Having an uncharged portal is almost unnecessary.
Yeah, it's basically a time saver if you don't want to not waste that 10 seconds, but it requires you to know everything beforehand in order to do that, so...
Which no one does, unless you've played it already. In which case, it just becomes cumbersome.
Oops. Thankfully, they put this down here so you can just cheat.
Who needs stairs?
Yay!
Stairs are for wussies. So
another one of these portal over portal shots. This one's also the worst because of how tricky it is. Alright, so we can now head up to these rings.
All that mess for a beholder's key.
Yeah, kind of sad.
Man, these rings are ridiculous. Why can't they use stairs?
Because stairs aren't as impressive.
Good answer.
They are kind of like stairs, only with giant pits that you can fall into. By the way, that's really messed up. Where they make you jump like that into something that's moving forward.
Yeah, there's this whole spinning column thing is just kind of unnecessary in my humble opinion.
IMHO, which almost spells I'm a hoe.
In your case, it's true.
That was uncalled for.
You love the abuse.
No, we're gonna go with no. Alright, so we have another little battle thing here, if I remember correctly.
At least it's not purple.
That's true. It is much less purple.
There's purple and then there's painfully purple.
Now it's just Gears of War. Oh, there you go. You can have some green. You like green?
I'm cool with that shade, actually. It's kind of a turquoise.
I really love the spinning blade part, though. That is just awesome. It's completely unnecessary and insane, but I love it.
Yeah, it's a nifty little aesthetic.
Like, really, this whole dungeon just has absolutely awesome graphics. It's just sad how much reuse there is of enemies and how, I don't know, the treating of this level is just so annoying, but it really does look visually impressive. This is where the budget went.
This and the Twilight Cathedral.
True. Oh god. Please die.
These Ghost Riders are more annoying than Nicolas Cage. Although
No.
I might have made that joke already.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain you have multiple times, in fact.
Okay, that's the last time. that's the last time.
There is no way that is the last time. Don't even lie.
I promise.
No. No, you're a liar. I don't believe it.
Well, it behooves you not to believe me, but that's not the point.
No, the point is that you're going to say it again.
Ghost Rider.
Calling it right now. No, now you're doing it intentionally. Unintentionally, you will both do this and compare an elevator to Mass Effect at least one more time.
Well, that was my opportunity. I think I've now that you've called me out on it, I won't do it.
You sure?
No. See, you're calling me a liar, but I'm actually really honest.
Oh well, I think it's time for another arena battle.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
You know what goes really good with an arena battle?
More arena battles?
More arena battles. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, I wish we could have even more arena battles right now. And let's make them more complicated, too.
Well, the one on the elevator ones are always a gimme, though.
That's true. So here we have a Rotmauler. Pretty much the same standard thing as always. You just need to use your little shuriken and kind of knock the... Well, I was going to say crap, but I guess we could go with rot out of him. Once you do this, you can explode him, get some of the guys, you know, affected by poison, but it's not really a huge deal, especially considering the fact that this whole area is a giant open pit, and you can just knock them off.
And the poison doesn't last very long anyway.
It doesn't last very long. I mean, I'm not really confident it does very much damage anyway.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
Also, for some reason, the dash scythe, not very useful when it comes to knocking people off cliffs. Kind of thought that would have... I don't know, it seems like it would have been, considering the normal hit of the scythe is actually better on that. I don't know, it was strange. It was really hard to juggle that guy.
He had some weird sort of clipping error.
Oh, that was close. There we go. Sword is much better in that aspect. Now, where the hell did he come from?
The ground.
So, here we have another new enemy. This is the Undead Shield Lord. They are really mean bitches until you figure out exactly what you're supposed to do with these guys.
Yeah, the key to fighting these guys is to get just within range to bait them into using their hammer, then quickly dash out of the way and counterattack while they're trying to pull their hammer out of the ground.
Here we can take advantage of the poison, but again, it's not really going to do much. I would be shocked if even a single piece of armor came off from that poison. No, nothing.
Nothing.
These guys have a ridiculous amount of HP, though. They're really, really strong. And so I actually started resorting to the stone skin here.
That's wise. They have a ridiculous amount of HP and a ridiculously long range on that hammer.
The other bonus here is that I'm using Stone Skin 2, which actually gives us a tiny bit more attack power as well.
It looks like you're gaining a little bit of health, but maybe it's just the video.
Nah, I think it's just the color. I'm losing health, if anything. Once they lose their armor, they get a little bit more complex. I don't think this guy gets an opportunity to show off his new move. We'll see that a little bit later. But there is an opportunity for them to get much meaner. Ow.
Oh yeah, when they use their hammer, you want to dash to the left or the right. Dashing backwards will almost always result in you getting hit.
Yep.
And here we have the little stone platforms for the first time actually being used as sort of a permanent bridge. Usually they're appearing and collapsing away as you need them.